Behind every smile hides a story of struggle, a story of loss, a story of awakening. This is the life of Jim Carrey. Born on January 17, 1962, in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada, James Eugene Carrey wasn't born with fame in his hands. He was born into chaos. Jim was the youngest of four. His father, Percy, a failed saxophonist turned accountant, lost his job when Jim was just a teenager. And just like that, the Carreys were homeless. They lived in a van. Jim worked as a janitor. He scrubbed toilets after school. But somewhere, in all that misery, a strange fire began to burn. A fire of performance. His first stand-up bombed. He cried on the way home, but the fire didn't go out. He returned, and this time the audience didn't just laugh, they roared. Jim Carrey had found his weapon, laughter, elastic, exaggerated, and unstoppable. Act 2, Rubber-Faced Rocket. By the late 1980s, Jim had landed in LA. He was broke, sleeping in motels. But then came In Living Color, a sketch show, a platform, and the birth of Fire Marshal Bill. Suddenly, Hollywood wanted him. 1994, a year that would cement Jim Carrey as a box office god. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber. 3 hits, 1 year, 1 actor, $550 million. The world had found its new clown prince. But with the spotlight came shadows. He was typecast, the clown, the freak, the rubber-faced fool, but inside he was cracking. Act 3. Truman cracks the world. 1998, The Truman Show. Jim Carrey stepped out of comedy and into cinema. He played a man trapped in a fake world, watched by billions, unaware that his life was a lie. Audiences were stunned, critics were silenced, and for the first time they saw the depth in Carrey. Then came Man on the Moon. Jim didn't play Andy Kaufman, he became him. He never broke character. For 4 months, even off camera, cast and crew were disturbed. Jim disappeared. Andy took over. Was it method acting or something darker? Act 4, The Mind Melts. 2015, a personal storm. Jim's ex-girlfriend, Catriona White, died from suicide. What followed was chaos, lawsuits, accusations, depression. In interviews, Jim became surreal. There is no me, there is just energy dancing for itself. None of this is real. I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe in Jim Carrey. The world was confused. Was he okay? Was this performance? Was this madness? But maybe it was awakening. Act 5, Painting the Pain. After fame came canvas. Jim Carrey disappeared from Hollywood and re-emerged with a brush, his art wild, political, emotional, loud, presidents with twisted faces, hearts bleeding color, a scream in acrylic. Art is my release, my expression, my scream. Jim wasn't running, he was transforming. Act 6, The Philosopher Clown. What do we learn from a man who had everything and still searched for something more? Jim taught us that comedy can be tragedy wearing makeup, that fame is a costume, that ego is a story. You can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on what you love. He made us laugh till our ribs ached, then made us cry without warning. He was Ace Ventura, he was Truman, he was Andy, but above all, he was the man behind the mask. Act 7, the final curtain. Jim Carrey may never return to the screen, or he might. He doesn't need to, because what he gave us was more than laughter. He gave us confusion, chaos, beauty, and truth. Behind the smile was a soul, and behind the soul, a mirror to all of us. Don't forget to subscribe to Bio Chronicles for more expert analysis. Jim Carrey behind the smile.